Called in. And they're off and racing for the opener, the BetMGM Juvenile Hurdle. It's a qualifier in the Novices Championship Hurdle Series. And on the run down towards their first of 8 flights of hurdles. In the black and orange, Vianney is the first one to show, but Ocean Conquest nearly on terms as they pop over flight number 1. Mondo Man is keen there. He's really pulling for his head in his hurdling debut in those white and green silks. Racing towards flight number 2 then. Ocean Conquest to the inside of Vianney. Lulamba is close up. Then Wild Bill. Near side then with that pink cap is St Pancras. And then Mondo Man, who's settling a bit now. Last of all, in maroon and white, is Mutard as they come up by us. So that's Vianney, won on hurdling debut. A market race and last time out that shares it with Ocean Conquest and those purple and red colours. Lulamba is next. The yellow and black check. Also won well on that hurdling debut over at Otoy back in the early autumn. Then St Pancras, who's racing towards the outside of Wild Bill as they take the bend. Next is Mondo Man. And then came Mutard and Harry Cobden at the rear of the field. Heading down the side of the course then, on the way towards flights number 3. Ocean Conquest and Vianney. These two with Vianney landing just in front there from Ocean Conquest. A length or so away to Lulamba in 3rd. And St Pancras back in 4th. Still a little keen Mondo Man just in behind St Pancras. 3 or 4 lengths away to Wild Bill on his hurdling debut. And then Mutard. Quite a long run between these 2 flights over on the back straight this afternoon. They'll soon be at flight number 4. Vianney and Ocean Conquest. These two from Lulamba back in 3rd. Then St Pancras and Mondo Man, the white and green. And a Mutard in maroon and white colours. Wild Bill just dropping back to last there. And a few lengths behind the second to last horse. So about to make the right-handed corner at the end of the back straight. There's Vianney and Jonathan Burke who lead. From Ocean Conquest in 2nd. Lulamba very much on the heels of the leaders there, back in 3rd under Nico de Boinville. And to the outside, St Pancras moving a little bit wider from Mondo Man. He still wants to go a bit quicker. And Mutard and Wild Bill, the field are tightly clustered as they race towards flight number 5. Vianney by a half a length over Ocean Conquest. Lulamba, Mondo Man now moving up between horses over flight 5. At which Vianney just wrapped the top bar. Mondo Man has now moved through between them to just about poke their head in front briefly. Ocean Conquest is still with those two, and then came Lulamba. Ocean Conquest was untidy there at 3 out. So on this run now back towards home shortly with 2 left to take in the BetMGM Juvenile Hurdle. Vianney leading from Mondo Man in 2nd place. Lulamba still waiting just in behind. Then came Ocean Conquest in 4th. St Pancras has now been encouraged along. Then Wild Bill. Mutard has now dropped back to be last of all. So 2 to take as they begin to turn their heads towards home. Vianney with the lead from Mondo Man in the white silks. And then came Lulamba in black and yellow. Ocean Conquest is next in 4th, and St Pancras and Wild Bill and Mutard. 2 from the end now. Mondo Man between and Vianney, and out wider it's Lulamba, who still appears to be full of running. Racing down towards the final flight of hurdles, and Lulamba has now eased to the front. Picks it up from Vianney and Mondo Man. Here's the final flight of hurdles. Lulamba steadies and pops over nicely. In front by a length. Mondo Man, though, is rallying on the flat. It's Lulamba from Mondo Man and Vianney back in 3rd. Lulamba's doing enough and pulling away near the line. Lulamba makes it 2 out of 2 over Timber. Lulamba the winner from Mondo Man in 2nd. Vianney back in 3rd. Then Ocean Conquest and St Pancras. Starters let them go. Heading around the turn that takes them down the side of the course as they make their run down to the first of their 20 fences for the BetMGM Handicap Steeplechase over 3 miles. At jump number 1, Rockin' the Storm landed with the advantage. About a length and a half or so to Unanswered Prayers in the green silks. Then came Indoor in the brown and red. Over fence number 2, and Sam lands in 4th, and Kitty's Light last of the quintet as they race towards their first open ditch. Fence number 3 then, Rockin' a Storm and David Bass lead the way from Unanswered Prayers and Freddie Gordon. Over the ditch now. Indoor lands in 3rd, then Ansam, red and yellow with a noseband. Adam Wedge in the plate. And they held up Kitty's Light under Richard Patrick. Fence number 4. Rockin' a Storm. Landed with a narrow call. Unanswered Prayers in second. About 3 lengths away to Indoor. He made that winning chasing debut at Taunton when last seen. It's about 4 lengths away to Ansam. He's a previous course and distance winner. Going back over fences for the first time in a while today. Carries a top weight. That marker Kitty's Light. Fence number 5 coming up next. Rockin' a Storm, Unanswered Prayers. Jump it pretty much together. 5 lengths ahead of Indoor. He races in third. He in turn in this clear for an Ansam and Kitty's Light. Another plain obstacle. It's the first pair again. Took each other on. And racing clear from the third as they come towards their next open ditch in their journey. Fence number 7. It's Rockin' a Storm. He landed over in front from Unanswered Prayers. 5 lengths away to Indoor. Maybe a bit more. Then came Ansam and Kitty's Light. At the last in this line on this occasion. So that was fence number 8. Racing back towards home. On towards the 9th. Hat-trick seeking Rockin' a Storm. After wins at Wetherby and Ludlow recently. Setting out to make the hat-trick here under David Bass. Getting weight from all of these. Leading a length or so to Unanswered Prayers, who won the Southern National at Fontwell earlier on in the season. Indoor is back in third. Then Ansam. Racing over this next one. Fence number 9. And now to the 10th, which will be their last in another circuit's time. It is Rockin' a Storm from Unanswered Prayers. Indoor is back in third. Ansam is in fourth. And then Kitty's Light out over fence number 10. And they've all jumped well to this point as they come up by us in the BetMGM handicap steeplechase. And it's Rockin' a Storm that led by a length up going by us from Unanswered Prayers. 2.5 lengths away to Indoor racing in third. Ansam is next in fourth in those Wayne Clifford silks of red and yellow. And Kitty's Light remains last of the field as they turn to go down the side of the course. They're about to go through what was their starting point. So it's still Rockin' a Storm that leads on the approach towards fence number 11. From Unanswered Prayers in second. Indoor back in third in David Maxwell. Then Ansam over this plain obstacle now. Kitty's Light still held up last of them. Racing towards fence number 12. Rockin' a Storm from Unanswered Prayers. Indoor in third. Then Ansam and Kitty's Light. Now another open ditch should be their next fence. Jump number 13. Rockin' a Storm from Unanswered Prayers. Indoor back in third. Clear margin still back to Ansam. And then Kitty's Light. 14th will be a plain one. Rockin' a Storm from Unanswered Prayers. And Freddie Gordon in second. Indoor back in third. Then Ansam. Indoor's in a little close there. Kitty's Light also just brushing through the top of it. Now they're about to swing the right-hander to the line of 4 fences down the next part of the track. Next on, they'll be taking fence number 15. Will be 6 out. Rockin' a Storm. A narrow call. Unanswered Prayers nearly joins in. Indoor is very much close up behind the leading pair now. It's only 3 lengths away to Ansam and then Kitty's Light. Fence 15 then. Rockin' a Storm, Unanswered Prayers pretty much together with Indoor close up with them in third. Ansam lands over in fourth and then Kitty's Light. Jump number 16. Rockin' a Storm in the white jacket to the inside of Unanswered Prayers. Over this next plain one. Indoor lands in third place. Then Ansam and Kitty's Light. The final open ditch looming now. Jump number 17 and it's 4 out. Rockin' a Storm, Unanswered Prayers continue to take each other on. Indoors back in third. Then came Ansam and Kitty's Light now just been rustled up. Racing towards 3 out. Over it, Unanswered Prayers in the green jacket looms up and travelling a bit better now than Rockin' a Storm. Indoor is still with them in third. Then came Ansam and Kitty's Light as heads are turned towards home with the BetMGM handicap chase. And it's Rockin' a Storm who's now regained the advantage over Unanswered Prayers. Indoor looks a big threat, moving up between him here in the red and brown. Approaching two from the end, Rockin' a Storm shaken up. Indoor travels well at this point between them. Then Unanswered Prayers and Ansam over to second from home. Rockin' a Storm now being pressed by Indoor on the run down towards the final fence. Indoor has taken up the lead from Rockin' a Storm. Unanswered Prayers in third. Indoor steadies, puts in a mighty leap at the last. He landed by 2 lengths down to Rockin' a Storm. Then Unanswered Prayers and on the run towards the line. Indoor's going to win this pulling away. He'll make it 2 out of 2 over fences. Indoor the winner in the hands of David Maxwell. From Rockin' a Storm second, Unanswered Prayers in third, then Ansam and Kitty's Light. Heading up to the tape. And they're off. On a scent on their way, just inside 2 miles ahead of them in the Grade 2 BetMGM Mares Hurdle, registered as the Warfield Mares Hurdle. Running down towards the first of their 8 flights of hurdles, and it's Brenda's Asking and Jonathan Burke that show ahead of Ooh Betty. And then to the inside, Casino Mento. Between horses, Take No Chances. Then Power Puri in the red and pink from All the Glory and Kargese, just settled at the back of the field. Coming to take jump number 2, will safely pop over. With a noseband, then it's Brenda's Asking who leads the way. From in second, Ooh Betty and the blue, white and red silks. Couple of lengths then back to Take No Chances and Keelan Woods and Power Puri and Nicola Boinville. And then the 3 at the back, almost in a line. Casino Mento to the inside of All the Glory and Kargese wider from those 2. So take the corner to race into the back straight. As Brenda's Asking who leads the way. Shows by 3 parts of a length on the run down towards flight number 3 from Ooh Betty and Power Puri and Take No Chances. And All the Glory, Casino Mento and Kargese as they prepare to take off at the 3rd hurdle. Ooh Betty joins in again with Brenda's Asking on this run between flights 3 and 4. From Take No Chances and then Power Puri. All the Glory looking for 3 wins in a row today is back in 5th. And then Casino Mento and Kargese still on this run towards their 4th flight of hurdles. So Brenda's Asking out in front. Those black and white colours. From Ooh Betty, Ben Jones in second. Coming to take the 4th now. From Take No Chances. Then came All the Glory and Power Puri wider from her. Casino Mento is next and Kargese still being held up, the odds-on favourite under Paul Townend. Racing around Swindley Bottom and on towards flight number 5. Brenda's Asking, the leader by a good 2 lengths over Ooh Betty in second. Take No Chances back in third. Power Puri is running to the outside of All the Glory. Kargese and Casino Mento the back 2. It's Brenda's Asking. She still has the lead from Ooh Betty in second. Take No Chances in a share for third now with All the Glory and Power Puri over flight number 5. Kargese just in behind that chasing group, and then Casino Mento. They're on this run towards 3 out. Flight number 6 and popping over still with the lead. Brenda's Asking from Ooh Betty. Take No Chances in third. All the Glory's back in 4th. Kargese moving the menace on the outside of All the Glory. Power Puri's just lost a little bit of ground there in the red and pink. Trying to make some headway now is Casino Mento, and the field are about to turn towards home. The BetMGM Mares Hurdle. Ooh Betty has got the lead now from Brenda's Asking. Kargese moving up strongly up into third in the light blue and white. Then the ridden along Take No Chances, followed then by All the Glory, Casino Mento, and Power Puri drops away. Racing the way towards 2 out then. Ooh Betty with the lead. Kargese in second place over that that penultimate fly. Take No Chances in third. Then Brenda's Asking is now back in fourth. Kargese is under a drive, racing down towards the final hurdle. Betty leading. Take No Chances and Kargese trying to challenge over the final hurdle. Betty landed in front, but joined by Take No Chances. Kargese's going to have to pull out all the stops here because it's Take No Chances. He's got the lead inside the final half, and she'll go on to win in the hands of Keelan Woods. It's going to be Take No Chances to beat off Kargese. Back in third, Betty. Then came Carzano Mento clear from Brenda's Asking. And they're off. He's let them go. They're racing away in a short run down towards the first of their jumping tests. 17 to take in this Bet365 handicap steeplechase. Getting over fence one, Late Night Pass has blundered, an unseated rider. Late Night Pass has unseated rider. Gina Andrews out the side door there at fence number one. Late Night Pass continues riderless. Hopefully Gina's up okay in the next moment or two. Racing around the turn. Gina Andrews up okay. So Kansas City Star will lead them on the run to the second from the grey Bad. And then Phlegmatic to the inside. Those green and red colours are cheap pieces, and Hitman in the red with the cheap pieces on. Then Scarface in that black jacket, followed closely by Tedley with the yellow cap. Then Martator, Cop Mask with the loose horse in front of him. And Teresita, she's the last one to pop over fence number three. Now to an open ditch. Bad and Kansas City Star take each other on for the lead. Phlegmatic has landed in third. Hitman's over in fourth under Harry Cobden, the top weight. Then Tedley and Jamie Brace. Followed then by Scarface and Martator. Out to the final fence on this line. Cop Mask is still second to last, and Teresita the back marker under Gavin Sheehan. Headstand towards home the first occasion. And it's Kansas City Star and Jonathan Burke and Bad and Ben Jones who share the lead. From Phlegmatic against the running rail in third. Hitman's in fourth. Tedley's very much close up in fifth. Then Scarface and Cop Mask against the running rail in the light green. Followed then by Martator. And then Teresita about 5 lengths behind the others. On towards what will be the final fence in a circuit's time. Jump number 7 this time around. It's Bad and Kansas City Star. And led them over that plane one. Hitman's close up in third, followed by Phlegmatic. So then another 2.5 lengths away, perhaps, to Tedley against the running rail, who's just in advance of Scarface. Followed then by Martator, Cop Mask and Teresita in that final placing. So right-handed they turn on towards the line of 4 fences down the next part of the track. Couple of plain ones followed by an open ditch. The next 3 obstacles, followed then by another plain one. Kansas City Star and Bad, a neck between the leading pair. Phlegmatic back in third, then Hitman and Tedley next in a close-up fifth. Bad jumped a bit better there than Kansas City Star. Phlegmatic lands in third, Hitman in fourth, then Tedley and Scarface. Followed then by Martator, Cop Mask and Teresita. Over another plain obstacle. It's Bad leading from Phlegmatic. Couple away to Hitman and Kansas City Star. It's now just lost that good early position. Lost a few lengths there, Kansas City Star down the side. Now to another open ditch. Bad landed in front from Phlegmatic, who pops over in second. Kansas City Star being pushed along on the landing side of the ditch. Hitman is still well there behind the leading pair. Then Tedley, Cop Mask and Scarface, followed by Martator. Teresita last of all. Kansas City Star losing further ground going out over that fence, which was number 11. They begin to take that right-handed corner then. Down at Swinley Bottom, Phlegmatic 3 to the inside has now picked up the advantage. Phlegmatic with Bad alongside again. Hitman right in behind and running a good race in third off a big weight. Then Scarface and Tedley to the inside of Scarface. Martator in dark blue and white trying to edge into it. Then Cop Mask and Teresita. Kansas City Star has now got itself some way behind and looks like pulling up before fence number 13, which the leaders approach now. Bad and Phlegmatic, and Bad has come down when almost disputing the lead. Bad has fallen there at fence number 13. Horse is soon on his feet, and so too Ben Jones. Now they run to the final open ditch, 4 out. Phlegmatic landed with the advantage there from Hitman. Scarface and in the black jacket, close up behind. Then Tedley to the inside. Teresita coming right into it now. Then Copmask and Martator as they went over 3 from the end. Turning their heads towards home in the Bet365 handicap chase. And it's Phlegmatic and Tristan Durrell who lead by a length over Hitman in the red jacket in second. Then Scarface, Teresita in the orange moving up in front of Copmask, who's also trying to stay on. Then came Tedley and Martator racing down towards 2 out. Phlegmatic with the call from Scarface, and Hitman is still right there. Teresita just in behind him, and then Copmask. Now the run down towards the final fence. Phlegmatic ridden for more. Here comes Hitman, produced on the outside by Harry Cobden to challenge, and Hitman has gone to the lead, only just ahead because here comes the mare Teresita. Phlegmatic battling on the inside. Hitman was a bit untidy. Teresita pounces after the final fence, and she bounds into the lead now, and Teresita's going to hit the line strongly. She's staying on to win, well in the hands of Gavin Sheehan. Teresita is down near the line, beating Hitman. Phlegmatic in third, then Scarface and Tedley, followed by Copmask and Martator. Heading up to the starter. And they're off. Away and racing for the BetMGM Holloway's handicap hurdle. Racing over 2 miles and 3.5 furlongs. They're on the way towards the first of 10. Cansinas is handy early on with Bowens Park, and right up in the leading wave as well as Doddy the Great in the light blue and white. Wider out from him is Aston Martini. Goshen now joins in as well, and so too Stoner's Choice. It's a 6-way go for the lead then over flight number 2. On touching down, perhaps just Bowens Park ahead there, but Cansinas, Goshen, Stoner's Choice, Doddy the Great and Aston Martini are all prominent runners still. Willful just in behind the gallop in pink and green. Then the yellow jacketed Bo Zenith. The red cap there for Outer Belly. More towards the running rail is Move It Like Mini in light blue and maroon. And the back marker in the dark green and white diamonds is Georgie Girl and Ben Jones. So the field begin to turn towards home on the first occasion. And on seasonal debut, Goshen has now joined in with Stoner's Choice in dark green and red to dispute the lead. And Cansinas and Bowens Park, and next is Willful from Bo Zenith. Over jump number 3, Outer Belly was still just in behind the front runners. Then Move It Like Mini over toward the far side, coming down towards flight number 4. Stoner's Choice over toward the far side. Goshen, Cansinas and Bowens Park the leaders once again. Close up still is Willful, then Bo Zenith and Outer Belly. From Doddy the Great more towards the near side, from Move It Like Mini the far side. Second to last is Aston Martini, and the back marker is the mare Georgie Girl. So the lap to go in the BetMGM Holloway's handicap hurdle. It is Stoner's Choice who has a narrow lead as they start to turn into the far side. From Goshen, in the white with the red stripe, Willful to the inside, and Cansinas and Bowens Park ahead of Bo Zenith. Outer Belly is next, then Doddy the Great around that one's outer. Move It Like Mini is next. Aston Martini and Georgie Girl are the final 2. Towards their next flight of hurdles, number 5 in the contest. Cansinas jumped into the lead there from Stoner's Choice. Willful going much more prominent, and now he has his turn in front. So Willful will lead them on the run between flights 5 and 6. It's Willful and John Joe Jr. from Cansinas and Bowens Park. Then Stoner's Choice, Outer Belly and Bo Zenith. Ahead of Aston Martini, Doddy the Great and Move It Like Mini. It's 2 lengths away to Georgie Girl, and Goshen has now dropped out to be last of all. On towards the 6th flight of hurdles. It is Willful, Cansinas and Bowens Park the leading trio now. From Stoner's Choice, Willful stepped at the flight a bit, maintained in the lead though, with Bo Zenith still chasing up the leading group. Outer Belly and Aston Martini the next 2. Then Move It Like Mini and Doddy the Great racing toward the outside of Georgie Girl, and Goshen is about 5 lengths behind those. Into Swinley Bottom they head then, and it's Willful who has the advantage. Willful by a length over Cansinas and Stoner's Choice to the inside of him. To the outside is Bowens Park, then Bo Zenith and Outer Belly, followed closely by the mare Aston Martini, then Doddy the Great and Move It Like Mini. Georgie Girl and Goshen still the back 2 as they approach the wings of 4 out. It's Willful's going to land in front there from Cansinas and then Bowens Park. Stoner's Choice nudged along. Aston Martini joins in only about a length and a half behind the leader now. Then Bo Zenith and Outer Belly, and that was 3 out. Move It Like Mini is still held together a little way back through the field. Donny the Great's going to be pretty wide into the home straight. Georgie Girl has now got much more prominence on the inside in the dark green and white, but there are lots of chances. They start the journey towards 2 from the end. At the top of the home straight soon, Willful will lead them in. Bowens Park shaken up. Camsinas likewise. Stoner's Choice looking to stick on for pressure. Then came Aston Martini. Georgie Girl just backtracking a bit on the bend. Outer Belly trying to stay on into the home run now, and it's Willful on the approach towards 2 out. Willful leading by 2 lengths to Aston Martini, and then came Stoner's Choice. Bowens Park next ahead of Outer Belly as they race over the second last. Willful went on. It's Willful from Aston Martini, and then came Move It Like Mini and Outer Belly. They're racing on down towards the final hurdle. Willful now headed by Aston Martini. Outer Belly coming there with strong claims at the final hurdle. Outer Belly took off with a good leap there to land in front from Aston Martini. Then Move It Like Mini and Willful, who can't go on inside the final half a furlong, and it's Outer Belly coming home strongly in the hands of Brian Carver. Outer Belly the winner. From in second, Aston Martini. Then came Move It Like Mini, followed in by Willful and Bo Zenith, who's then clear from Bowens Park and the rest. Coming in, and they're off for the 2025 BetMGM Clarence House Chase at Grade 1 level, over the 2 miles and a furlong, and the big players take each other on for the lead as they take fence number 1, Jonbon, to the outside of Energumene, and they press on about 5 lengths clear early to Edwardstone and Boot Hill. So into the home straight then for the first time, racing down to the second of their 13 fences in total. And it's Jonbon who leads the way. A narrow lead from Energumene. Boot Hill is now closed up on the pair of them to the inside. And then Edwardstone coming to take fence number 2. Energumene and Jonbon. Jonbon again just ahead there. Boot Hill and Edwardstone chase on towards the third. It's Jonbon by 3 parts of a length to Energumene over fence number 3. Boot Hill landing to the inside of Edwardstone as they come up by us with a lap to go. So the 8-time previous Grade 1 hero, Jonbon, leads by a length. He was beaten at short odds in this race last year when it was run at Cheltenham. He shows in front by a length. Over Energumene, he came back to winning form last time in the Hilly Way, winning that race for a 3rd time. Has been twice beaten in this race in the past. Boot Hill is next in 3rd. He's looking for his 4th win over course and distance. And then Edwardstone, who was 2nd in the race 2 years ago. Another plain fence now. Jonbon over in front to Energumene, who tracks him to his inside. Edwardstone and Boot Hill race 3rd and 4th as they come to take fence number 5. Jonbon landed with the advantage. From Energumene in 2nd, Edwardstone to the outside of Boot Hill. Here's the first open ditch. It's fence number 6. Jonbon a length and a half. To Energumene, who's landed in 2nd. Edwardstone to the outside of Boot Hill. Now they go towards the 7th. Jonbon and Nikita Boinville. A length and a half lead from Energumene and Paul Townend. Over this next plain obstacle, Edwardstone jumping towards the outside of Boot Hill. And now they race towards Swinley Bottom, with Jonbon the leader. Length or so to Energumene in 2nd, 3 lengths away to Boot Hill in 3rd, and a half a length then back to Edwardstone. Racing around the corner then, that takes them on the approach towards fence number 8. Jonbon from Energumene, perhaps about 2 lengths between them now. 3 lengths away to Edwardstone and Boot Hill. Fence number 8, Jonbon sailed over that one. He was in front by 2 lengths, touching down to Energumene in 2nd, Edwardstone and Boot Hill in 3rd and 4th. Now towards another open ditch. Nico asking for a big one there, and he came up lovely to Jonbon. He landed a length and a half, maybe a bit more, to Energumene in 2nd. Back in 3rd, Edwardstone, and then came Boot Hill. Racing over this next one, which will be 3 from the finish when they come to it. And it's Jonbon, he's still led from Energumene in 2nd. Then came Boot Hill and Edwardstone. Jonbon in a little close there to 3 out, but he gets away with it. Energumene in 2nd, 2 lengths in behind him. Edwardstone back in 3rd, and then came Boot Hill. And the race on for home. 2 to take in the Clarence House, and Jonbon will lead them in. Leading by 2 lengths over Energumene in 2nd. Edwardstone back in third, and then came Boot Hill, approaching 2 from the end, and it's Jonbon shaking out in front. Energumene, now Paul Townend's asking for a bit more. 2 from the end, Jonbon landed running. Energumene was a little awkward there, and Jonbon now seals the initiative. He goes away by 3 to 4 lengths, racing down towards the final fence. It's Jonbon who's pulled clear now by 5 lengths. Here's the final obstacle now. Jonbon, a mighty jump there. He landed running 5 in front from Energumene. Edward Stone in third, and on the run towards the line, it's Jonbon. He's too good for Energumene, and Jonbon's going to win his 9th Grade 1 race. He wins the BetMGM Clarence House Chase. Jonbon the winner. Energumene home in second. Edward Stone back in third. And Boot Hill last of the 4. Often racing away. And a very short run down towards the first of 11 flights of hurdles in his BetMGM EBF National Hunt Novices Hurdle Qualifier. And popping over the first, You Can't Be Serious, swerved into the flight of hurdles. Lands in a dispute for second as Jax Jr. goes clear out in front at the opening bend by a good 2 to 3 lengths. Copperjack racing around the outside of You Can't Be Serious, the next 2. They've pulled away by about 6 lengths over Lawrence Bay in brown and light blue silks. Minella Kaiser's next. Jockey on board there, Brian Carver's now got pink sleeves and cap on board number 8, Minella Kaiser. At the back of the field is Country Park and John Joe Jr. and those white silks are the Mauve Stars. Now towards jump number 2. There's Jax Jr. He's now the man of Tom Cannon. He'll lead them over flight number 2. Leading from Copperjack in second. You Can't Be Serious close up in the blue silks. Then Minella Kaiser out over flight number 3. Then came Lawrence Bay, and at the back is Country Park. Seemed to be turning back towards home on the first occasion, and it's Jax Jr. He won at Doncaster last time out, that leads the way. From Copperjack, previous point-to-point winner, having his second run over hurdles today. Then You Can't Be Serious to his inside. Followed then by Country Park against the running rail, with Lawrence Bay next, and then Minella Kaiser. So into the home straight. On the go towards jump number 4. Jax Jr. continues to lead. From Country Park in the mauve jacket, that big white face. Then You Can't Be Serious. Country Park's into 4th now. Lawrence Bay and Minella Kaiser, the back 2. On towards the 5th. This will be the last of 11 next time. Jax Jr. landed with the lead as they come up by us. Jax Jr. from You Can't Be Serious, who won at Taunton last time out. And to his outside is Copperjack, followed then by Country Park and Lawrence Bay. Minella Kaiser more towards the outside of those 2 mentioned. So about to race around the right-handed corner then that takes them on towards the next part of the track. 2 flights of hurdles over there and 6 more hurdles to take in total. Jax Jr. continues to go along in the advantage here of a 2-length margin to Copperjack and You Can't Be Serious. And then Country Park and Lawrence Bay and Minella Kaiser. Flight number 6 looming. Jax Jr. once again took off with the lead. From Copperjack and You Can't Be Serious. Then Lawrence Bay, Minella Kaiser out wider. From Country Park, that white jacket. Quite a fair run between these 2 flights of hurdles down the back today. The next one they'll be taking will be flight number 7. It was their first lap back. Jax Jr. from Copperjack in second. Then You Can't Be Serious and Lawrence Bay, followed by Country Park and Minella Kaiser as they come to take 5 from the finish. Jax Jr. fiddles over that one, still maintain the lead. Over in second, Copperjack, and then You Can't Be Serious, Harry Cobden. From Country Park, Lawrence Bay's next and Gavin Sheehan. Then Minella Kaiser. Turning at Swinley Bottom now. On the run towards what'll be 4 from the end. Jax Jr. From Copperjack in second, 2 lengths in behind. As they scatter a few birds and a pheasant as well on the bend. Racing towards 4 out. Jax Jr. From Copperjack in second, You Can't Be Serious in third. Lawrence Bay now just getting a shake of the reins. Country Park is still going okay. then Minella Kaiser. 4 from the finish. Jax Jr. landed with the lead. From in second, Copper Jack and Jonathan Burke in the mauve jacket. Lawrence Bay ridden for more to the outside. You Can't Be Serious still very much with them. This is over 3 out now they went, and Country Park flattened the flight of hurdles. Minella Kaiser is getting further behind. So on the approach towards the bend towards home and the BetMGM EBF National Hunt Novices Hurdle, and it's Jax Jr. who's made all the running so far, still has the lead from You Can't Be Serious and Lawrence Bay. Just in behind those now, Copper Jack losing a bit of ground. Country Park is trying to make some. Running into the home straight, 2 to take. Jax Jr. still the one to get by. You Can't Be Serious is now shaken up. Country Park is moving up with Menace in the white jacket. Then Lawrence Bay ahead of Copper Jack. Racing towards 2 out, Jax Jr. still going strongly out in front. Produced an over 2 out clear by about 6 to 7 lengths over Country Park in second. You Can't Be Serious back in third, then Lawrence Bay as Jax Jr. goes further clear with not much effort. Surely just got to jump the last, which he does so. He's miles clear now. He's 10 to 12 lengths in front and in no danger. It's Jax Jr. going to coast up the run-in. He'll follow up the Doncaster success. And he's going to win ease down and a winning spare for Tom Cannon. Jax Jr. the winner. Country Park is going to be second. You Can't Be Serious in third. Then came Lawrence Bay, followed in by Copper Jack and Minella Kaiser.